Hello, everyone, internet wrestling fans, YouTube viewers, IWC alike. My name is Tyler Lothar, and I'm here to bring you some new information on a new YouTube channel coming up in the near future called GETReal Wrestling. Now, what GETReal Wrestling is essentially is a YouTube channel about pro wrestling, all facets of WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, etc., etc. And we're going to be a wrestling column, not necessarily a wrestling news channel. We're not going to bring you too much news. We're going to give you more opinions about recent events, current events, and history. It's going to be about just our personal mind frames of what we think wrestling about different wrestlers, about wrestling in general. Obviously, we love wrestling. Obviously, we're wrestling fans, or we wouldn't be doing this. But you're gonna get a little bit of our opinions on the history of wrestling, wrestlers, companies, etc., etc. And you're gonna get a lot of content from us. You guys are gonna see some differing viewpoints from myself, Tyler Lothar, Gabriel Perez, and Enrique Perez. We're three friends from Brooklyn, New York. We grew up watching wrestling since the late '90s, early 2000s. We've been to wrestling events together. We've been to Monday Night Raws. We've been to SmackDown Live. We've been to Friday Night SmackDown back when it was still on Friday. We've been to TNA. We've been to a bunch of Ring of Honor. We've been to three Final Battles together. We've even been to a New Japan event, and we're gonna trying to get to some more shows this summer. Gonna try and get to Evolve here in New York, in the New York area. House of Glory is in this area. House of Hardcore is in this area. So we're gonna see what we can get to this summer, and we're gonna get you guys some more content on different companies. Now, what we are, as I said, is a column, not a news channel. We're not gonna bring you breaking news for the most part. We're not gonna bring you breaking news. We might a couple times, but this channel is based on opinions, on the viewpoints of myself, of Gabriel, and Enrique. So that's what it is. It's an opinion-based channel. It's not necessarily a news channel. It's not necessarily a facts channel. It's based on opinions. That's what a column is compared to a news channel. We're gonna have some interactive games where we interact with each other, where we allow the viewers to interact and comment and let us know their opinions. And we've got a lot of stuff that we can bring you guys for entertainment. Some of the interactive games that we've got that we're gonna bring to you guys once we start up are we're gonna do some reactions. Obviously, I think that's kind of a given for any YouTube channel now, especially in wrestling. We're gonna do some reactions with some interactive games during the reactions to pay-per-views and big events like next time. Like, we wanted to get together for Mania, couldn't really get that done. We wanted to get together for the Greatest Royal Rumble. The schedules again couldn't allow us to do so. So we're gonna try and get together probably by around SummerSlam time, and we're gonna give you guys a reaction to SummerSlam if we end up not going, because it is in Brooklyn, and the three of us, we live in New York City. So we're gonna give you some reactions. We're also gonna do something called Mount Rushmore. Now, everybody in wrestling has a Mount Rushmore for their four biggest stars, most influential stars in wrestling history. Everybody's done it before. Everybody's got Hogan. Everybody's got Austin. Some people put Rock, San Martino, Flair, Cena, blah blah blah. Everybody's got a Mount Rushmore. It's basically like the same 8 or 9 guys. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you the Mount Rushmore for each category. Mount Rushmore of talkers, the Mount Rushmore of technicians, Mount Rushmore of high flyers, Mount Rushmore of heels, Mount Rushmore of WCW guys, ECW guys, TNA guys, stuff like that. So that's what our Mount Rushmores are gonna be, and we're gonna make a video series out of that, out of Mount Rushmore of different categories in wrestling. We're gonna do things we hate, which is another given for wrestling fans on YouTube. Anybody who has a camera, a microphone, and puts up a video on YouTube and is a wrestling fan, typically talks about things that they can't stand in wrestling. There are a lot. We're gonna kind of do the same. Um, just to again get our opinions out, so you can get a grasp of who likes what, who doesn't like what, who can't stand this, who can't stand this. What style does Enrique like? What style does Gabriel like? So that's kind of what you're gonna get there. Another kind of typical YouTube, social media, wrestling fan uh, thing is we're gonna do push keep fire, which is fairly popular, fairly common on Instagram. We're gonna name three current wrestlers, and we're each gonna push one, we're gonna keep one, and we're gonna fire one, and we're gonna explain why. Again, you'll get to see who we like and who we don't like in wrestling in 2018. We're gonna do a series that's popular in the sports radio world that I've heard a lot. The what if discussion. We discuss the what ifs in pro wrestling. Like, I thought of one thing, and I was like, oh, we should make a series out of this. So then we started just jotting down what ifs in the wrestling business, because that's something that can make a series. At wrestling especially, you could make a whole series on what ifs. We could just do a channel on that. We just do a channel on what ifs in wrestling, because wrestling it's been around for so long. One, and two, there's just so many things that you could go into what if discussions about. Uh, Now, our next series is something typical. It's going to be dream matches. Now, dream matches are very popularly discussed, I guess you could say, on the internet, on social media. Everybody's got lists of dream matches that they'd like to see. Hogan and Austin, Rock and San Martino, and stuff like that. But what I decided that we should probably add to it is the dream promos. Who would you like to see go one on one in a promo battle, or not just one on one? Maybe what factions would you like to see go at it in a promo battle? Who would you like to see in the ring with a mic? That'd be awesome. Or on Talking Smack with a mic. Awesome. This next series will be called Yay or Boo. It was originally going to be called Up or Down, Ups and Downs, but that has been taken by someone else. So we're going to call our channel, we're going to call our series Yay or Boo. We're going to talk about a specific thing in wrestling, not like a company or anything, but we're going to talk about chants, storylines, matches, match types, matches as in like matches that have taken place, and we're gonna discuss it. We're gonna give it a yay. We're gonna give it a boo. We're not gonna give it an up or a down. Like again, it's been taken. So we're gonna give it a yay or a boo, and then that's what that series is gonna be. Like I said, we're gonna go over chants, specific chants, which that one should be fun because we love chants. We love chanting. We're fans. But there are some chants out there that can definitely be discussed and talked about. So we're gonna do chants, storylines, matches that have taken place, match types, and we're gonna think of some more to discuss. Another thing that is sort of a GETReal Wrestling original is things you forgot. We're just gonna go over the things that have happened in wrestling since wrestling has, again, it's been around for years. Things that have taken place that you may have forgotten about, things that have kind of dissipated into the ether of wrestling, things that WWE have maybe tried to hide, things that WWE have made you try to forget, tried to make you forget, or to some people, maybe this will be things that you never knew. Again, I thought of one thing and I just started jotting things down, and I was like, let's go with this and let's make a series out of this. Things you forgot. So that'll be another series. Unpopular opinion. Again, wrestling fans, wrestling fandom is all about opinions. Wrestling is subjective. Wrestling can be discussed. Wrestling can be argued on. And that is exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to talk about unpopular opinions in wrestling. Each of us, between the three of us, Gabriel, Enrique, and I, we all have differing opinions, very vastly differing opinions. So we're each going to talk about our what we think is an unpopular opinion. We're going to discuss. We are going to argue. We are going to butt heads at times, but at the end of the day, you know, it's all going to be entertainment. It's all for the entertainment, for an entertainment uh, standpoint. So unpopular opinion is something that we're gonna definitely get some eyes our way with. The Dream Fantasy Dream I'm sorry Dream pay-per-view slash fantasy pay-per-view. Now this is I think we're probably gonna do like only a couple of these because there's only so many you can really do. We're gonna book a fantasy PPV card with matches of obviously it's fantasy, so there's no real restrictions on who can go in the card or how many matches you can put on the card. I would say it's we'll work the kinks out, but it's probably gonna be no more than like 10, 11 matches per card. No real restrictions on who goes in. Again, it's fantasy PPV, and we'll put stipulations and owners and company and blah 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 blah, and we'll work that out. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna get everything worked out over time, and we're gonna bring you guys some new. We're gonna bring you guys a fantasy pay-per-view card. And finally, last but not least, for now, will be the promotional draft. Now, what this is Gabriel's idea. It's a great idea. We're each going to come up with a imaginary, made up promotion, and we're gonna have a pool of all the wrestlers in the world in 2018 or 2019 or whenever we do this, and we're gonna have a just a fantasy draft of all the wrestlers. And the catch is the idea that Gabriel had was when you draft somebody, you either have to change their gimmick, or if they don't really have a gimmick, you give them a gimmick. It can be any gimmick you want, but they get their what their gimmick is now cannot be their gimmick when you draft them. You got to give them something different. So that's something that's something I definitely can't wait for. Can't wait for Mount Rushmore. Can't wait for Unpopular Opinion. Can't wait for the whole channel. I'm excited. I can't wait to get together with the guys. This is something that we felt that we could do, that we would be good at, that we would entertain with. If and this is just something that we're trying to do, not to get signed anywhere, not to be the next whoever. We're not trying to be like any other channel. We're trying to be different. We're trying to be polarizing. We're trying to bring some entertainment to YouTube that you've never seen before. And this is really, like I said at the beginning, this is by wrestling fans for wrestling fans. So what we're trying to do is just bring something different to YouTube. Alright, so thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you hear, drop a like. If you want somebody else to check this out, give us a share. Put it on your Facebook or your Twitter. Drop a link. And this is just something that we are really excited to try. We're really excited to bring some content to YouTube for entertainment purposes. And if you like it. If people don't like it, then it becomes nothing. Then at least we tried, right? My name is Tyler Lothar. Thank you guys for listening. Can't wait to bring you guys some new content. You will get some more information in the near future about our first reaction. If you've got any questions, ask in the comments. Thank you guys for listening. We will check you out later.